Let's see. This would maybe be good angle. Let's see if this is live. Maybe it is. Let's check. Let's check. Yeah, it is. It says upcoming. What if I click on this? Are we live? Are we live? Let me pop up this chat.
With eBay Authenticity Guarantee,
We're gonna mute that. We'll go here. Okay, so this is a bad angle. I gotta change that angle. Hi guys, thanks for coming in. Little unannounced. Where's Honey? She's right here somewhere. I can hear her. I hear the bell. Hi guys. Slowly people coming in. Let me pop this chat here. Pop up the chat. So we'll make it bigger. There we go. We'll go like this. Oh, there's Honey. Hi baby. Say hi to everybody. Say hi. I think this is gonna be a good spot overall. Can you guys hear me okay? Can anybody confirm you guys can hear me okay? This, how old is Honey? She's about 4.5 now. From Florida, loud and clear. Okay, good, good. It's spontaneous stream. I'm in a shop. It's Sunday. I usually don't do that. I don't have any videos scheduled for today. Normally I drop a video on Wednesday and Sundays. And lately we've been lacking a little bit of footage for the Sunday videos. So I figure I do the live stream for you guys. How does that sound? Does that sound good? So I got a few orders that I'm gonna be packing here. And of course I got Honey helping me here. So we'll just chat. I'll answer some questions, kind of unannounced. I don't know where's the best spot to put the camera. I got my computer here that I can read the chat and see the orders, and this is my packing table right here. So I'll be packing and talking to you guys. I'll see some questions also on the monitor here on the phone, but the main chat is on this side. Sounds great. Good, good. Any wooden legs yet? No. No wooden legs. Okay, okay. So let me switch this to, I need to pack the first order, and this one is going to be going out from actually create a label. Create a label. So, Tanya, are you helping or are you just going to lay here? And somebody's getting your t-shirts with your fur on it. I'm sure they'll like it. Couple t-shirts going out to one of you guys. If you are interested in those t-shirts, you can pick them up on CraigslistHunter.net, which I run on District. We have more people coming in slowly. Yeah, we got over a couple hundred people here now. So I don't know. I figured I'd chill with you guys here today a little bit. Like I said, normally I like to drop a video on Sundays, late morning, midday, but I don't have anything coming out. I'm gonna be traveling quite extensively in the next 2 weeks, for about 2 weeks, going to Europe. So trying to schedule videos so you guys have something to watch every week. So we are kind of spreading them out because I'm not gonna be filming for almost 2 weeks. So yeah, all right. So this one, 2 t-shirts, 1.4. We'll plug that in. 1.4 pounds, dimensions 11 by 7 by 3. Get a rate. All right, here we go. No topic here, just casual. We'll answer some questions. I got about 10 to 15 orders to pack on eBay and District. So we'll go through some of these orders. I'll show you guys what's sold. I don't know if you guys can hear in the background, Ruby is screaming. She's up front. We'll go pick her up probably in a minute. All right, let's do, first we're gonna do some orders from District that sold. So these were on the last video, and we'll pack them up today. So these were the graded comics. That was the Punisher that sold, Venom, and the Amazing Spider-Man, all excellent grade. So we'll pack those, and I'll get to some of your comments. I'll answer some questions, but for now I'm gonna concentrate on packing. If Hani allows me, she's laying right here. You guys can see her. She's laying right here on the table. Won't let me do anything. Come on, girl. Come on, baby. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you little feisty. You don't want to move? So, all right. So first one, we're going to pack. You going to move, hon? Oh, you're not going to move. First one, we'll do the Amazing Spider-Man. I know where I'm packing, I'm not really paying attention to the chat, but I'll promise, guys, I'll answer some questions. We'll walk around the shop. We'll make it interesting. We'll make it interesting. Hi from Arizona. Hello, hello, hello. What's up, everyone? That's right. Come on, honey, you're right in the middle of the table. I need at least a little bit of space here. You know? All right, so this first one is ready. You know, I don't, every time I pack self-adhesive mailboxes from USPS, I never trust them. I always put a little bit of tape so they don't open here. And this one is 1.7. All right, let me not mix this up. Which one is first? Which one is the Spider-Man? American Spider-Man. Did I grab the right one? Yep. So 1.7. And Joe bought this one. This one is going to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Thanks, Joe. Let's create the label. 1.7, 12, 3, 13. Get a rate. A lot of people ask me if I still pack my packages. Of course. I love doing shipping. Packages, it's my last line of control before the product leaves, and I truly enjoyed actually packing. So we're gonna do priority mail on that one. 722. Label is printing. Let me pop the chat on here. What did the comic sell for? Oh, good question. So the Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man, had a lot of bids. I think it had like 50 bids. This one sold for 120, if I'm correct. Let's see. The Pittsburgh sold, no, 112.50, the Spider-Man. Okay, next we're gonna do the Punisher. And I'll try to pick up some of the comments. You literally just watched the video me buying them. Yeah, that was a fun episode. That was a fun episode, and it was interesting stuff that the gentleman brought, and we really had fun conversations off camera. So there's a lot of stuff, obviously, when I'm shooting these videos that you guys don't see, you know, kind of before and after, when people come in with stuff, and I gotta make a quick decision. Yes, this is a good one for the video, like this one I'm gonna film, right? 90% of the time, unless they know already, and they ask if this is gonna be on a video, but if they don't know, I try not to let them know, although there's signs all over the shop that we could be filming at any moment. And if somebody has a problem with it, please let the manager know. That's the sign in the front door. That's the sign actually right next to me as I'm sitting and filming stuff, next to the cameras. So, but for the most part, I like to capture people so they don't know, because then you get the true reactions from people, right? When we have the conversation. When they know that the camera is already rolling, they start acting a little bit and it's not as natural. So Ruby is screaming. I think I gotta bring her in. She can, Ruby is screaming in 2 rooms over. She can hear me talk. So she thinks something is happening here and she wants to be part of it. So somebody's asking, great question, Pete, do you have any nice office chairs for sale in the shop? And matter of fact, I do. What's his name? Howard Miller, I think. Very nice office chair that I have for sale. Oh, you can see it right there. Look at that. Right there. I'm gonna put the finger on it while I can. It's very hard. See it by the door? Very, very nice chair, size B. I think I'm asking 400 bucks. This just actually came in. These are super, super nice office chairs, professional. If you're a gamer, it's a good chair. Great chairs. These are like $1,000 new, crazy money. But yeah, to answer your question, I do have one. I'm gonna step out for 1 second, guys. I'm gonna grab Ruby and I'm gonna bring her over here because she's going nuts over there. So give me 1 second. Don't go anywhere. All right, we'll put this here. Let me go get her. Hey, Screamer. Yeah. All right, here we are. Sorry, guys. Say hi to everyone. Say hello. Say hello to everyone. You better now. You happy? Yeah? You happy I got you? There you go. Can you guys see her? All right, she's gonna chill with us over here. All right, which oh man, I'm gonna screw it up now. Which one I was packing? The Punisher, okay. The Punisher, 1.6. 1.6, here we go. Which one is that? View, no, that's the Venom. And this is the Punisher. Punisher sold for $83, and Christopher from Georgia got it. So thank you for that purchase if you're watching, Christopher. Let's create the label. 1.6, 12, 3, 13. That's the size of the box. I got kind of memorized some of these boxes. And the shipping is $9.26, priority mail. Come on. Why is it so slow? Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Here we go. Here, let me pop the chat again. So I gotta jump from screen to screen. My chat disappears when I click on the other screen here. $0.12 for a hanger. Okay. Other side of the mountain. How are you guys? From North Carolina. People are from all over. Well, thank you guys for popping in here for a little bit. This was unannounced stream, like I said earlier. I try to drop 2 videos a week, Wednesday and Sunday. But lately we've been hoarding the videos a little bit because I'm going away. So I gotta have enough videos when I'm gone because we're not gonna be shooting. So I'm going beginning of April to Europe, mainly Turkey. So that should be fun. Vacation, just trying to get away a little bit. Had that trip planned a long time ago, so hopefully we'll have fun with wifey, and we're going with another couple, and we'll be gone for a couple weeks, so gotta have enough videos to entertain you guys. And lately I've been trying to shoot longer videos too, with more content in them. So instead of doing like 17-20 minute video, we are shooting for 35-40 minute videos. So obviously that way you guys can have a nice full episodes, you know. So Bitcoin, what the hell? Get off. Please don't scam. If I have any moderators in a chat, please take care of some of the chat if you can. It's hard to do that when you're doing this by yourself. All right, so now we're gonna do this one. And this comic went for the cheapest money. This one, the Venom sold for $40. And it's going to Martin in Olympia, Washington. Wow, Pacific Northwest. I've been to Olympia, beautiful area. I think the movie, was it a Twilight Zone? No, it was one of those horror vampire movies. I can't remember which one that was shot there. Beautiful. It's a rainforest of America, and up there, the farthest point you can go in Northwest. Absolutely gorgeous. Any of you guys been to that rainforest up there? All right, so this one is 1.7. 1.7, 12, 3, 13. I wonder how much is this one gonna be. Yeah, this one is the farthest away point from me, period. And priority mail, a box 12, 13 by 3. It's costing us $12.57. Now, of course, it will depend on the weight. This is under 2 pounds, so it's the cheapest rate from USPS. Oh shoot, I hit the wrong one. No, I got it. Okay. All right, so I think I'm done with orders from District. And now we're gonna switch over. We're gonna switch over to let me move you over here. We're gonna switch over to eBay orders. I think I got like 9 or 10 orders on eBay. Let's see. We have 10 orders. Okay. All right, let me answer a few questions here. You are fast. Hello from Toledo, Ohio. Well, hello, hello, hello. I was just in Ohio a couple weeks ago in Cleveland. The Honey is a true star of the show. Of course, Honey, Ruby, and there's Honey right here. She's roaming around the shop. There we go. Say hi to everybody. Yeah? Look at her bell. That's her name tag with all her rabies shot, and that's her, believe it or not, she wears silver Tiffany bell. Nothing but the best for this girl. And you? What you doing? What you doing? You playing with the box? Yeah, you are happy. So every time she shakes like this her head, it means she's very happy. All right. Do you ever go outside? What do you mean, me? No, I stay locked up in here all the time. Never go outside. I work all the time. Okay, here, let me straighten this out a little bit here. I got this new holder for the phone that it's, yeah, I can maneuver this thing very well, but it's super touchy. Okay, okay. Oh, do the pets go outside? In a nice weather, yes, we take the birds outside for a little bit. You know, if it's a nice, warm, sunny day, of course. Honey will go outside, but she will hang out right by the door. She won't wander away. She's actually very, very good about it. And now, when it gets busier and there's a lot of people, then she stays inside only. She doesn't wander away. So in that respect, she's awesome, you know? Yeah, everybody's doing great. Hello from Canada. Awesome. Bridgeport, Connecticut. North Carolina. Guys, you guys from all over the place. From Montana. Connecticut. From England. Wow, across the pond. My daughter is actually all the way in England right now. She's in London with her fiance. They are on vacation. I wonder what the weather is. It didn't look like it was too warm. It was nice and sunny. She sent a few pictures this morning. But I think it's still kind of winterish in London. Hello from Tampa. Woodridge, Illinois. I used to live in Woodridge long time ago. Back in 92 and 93, I lived in Woodridge. Oh, we got some local folks. Glen Ellen, Flint, Michigan. Finland. Wow. More Canadians, eh? Love Canada. Love going fishing to Canada. The best fishing in the world. I swear to God, there's not a better place. So wild. We got Naperville here. Okay. Thanks for having us. Absolutely. All right. So let's like I said, I'm going to be looking into the chat for a little bit. Wow, there's over 500 of you here. Okay, that's fantastic. We're gonna pack some orders, so I'm gonna show you a few things that sold. Let's start with the first order. Not very exciting. A Ryobi drill in an open box that sold for whopping $20. All right, where is this item? IF. Okay, let me put you back in this spot. IF. Not super exciting. This is the Ryobi we're gonna pack. I never did really like a shipping video, but hey. Would I show around the shop? Sure. Let me finish packing and we'll do walk around. See, that's what I mean. Look, I just glue this and it popped right back up. That's some of the glue on these boxes are excellent and some of them will not stick correctly. So just in case, I like to put a little tape back here so it doesn't pop open. All right, we're gonna muscle this in. There we go. Box in a box, so see how it's popping? Oh, I don't know if you guys can see that actually. You probably did. Anyway, we're gonna throw a little bit of tape on here. All right, this one is a lot heavier, 5 pounds and 15 ounces. Let me move you around so you can see this way. Okay. All right, where is this one going? I always like to see when the stuff is going. Louisiana, New Orleans. So this one is probably gonna go UPS ground or USPS ground advantage. The new USPS ground advantage is really good for heavier, bigger stuff. It's fantastic what actually post office did with some of the rates. Some of them will even beat UPS ground and FedEx ground. So, all right, so 515 is the weight. 12, 3, 13. Just to compare it. Okay, so look how good is USPS ground. If you are a reseller, you're shipping stuff, UPS ground this package would cost me to go to New Orleans from Chicago, $14.41, but then USPS ground advantage drops that in half, $7.84. Love it. Love it. Computer is a little slow. You happy? Yeah, you happy? You got your food over here. You want some? No? You just want to play with that box, huh? All right. So if you're wondering what I'm doing here on Sunday, I'm always in a shop on Sunday, at least for an hour or two. First thing, I gotta feed the animals. So I got Honey, I got Ruby, and I got Miss Walters now. And you know, you gotta change their water, their food, clean the litter box, things like that. And I always like to pack at the same time so they have a minute to be let out and, you know, so they're not locked up all day in a cages. Plus, it helps me tremendously with packages on Monday morning because sometimes I'll be overwhelmed if I don't pack on Sunday. Because all day not packing Sunday and then all the orders when I come in on Monday morning is just too much. That way, if I, for example, now it's about 1:30 p.m. If I got already 10 orders and I get them out, not as much work in the morning on Monday, so that's why I'm here. But the main reason is to feed the animals, you know, so. All right. Where Honey sleeps at night. So we have a special office that we lock her in where she has her litter box, her cat tree there. Because otherwise, if she's roaming around the shop, she will turn the alarm on. We have motion sensors throughout the shop, so that room is specifically designated for her, so she won't trigger the alarm. All right. All right, next item, what do we have? We got some Nikes, 2015. And these are some used older Nikes that still brought a good money. They Andre Agassi, you know, the Planet player, 2015, he did a collaboration with Nike. And these SF, let me go get them. All right, here they are. They're actually in pretty, I wouldn't say bad condition, but definitely used. You can see a wear and tear on this shoe. This is a smaller size, I think. Yeah, US 10, so good size. On the inside, they're still pretty clean, but definitely used shoe. And these sold for $100. $100 plus shipping. And people ask, what do I charge for shipping on shoes? Most of the time between $10 to $15, depending on a shoe. If it's a light slipper or something, would be $10. If it's a heavier shoe like these, it would be $15. People gladly pay. I never had any problems. And this one is probably gonna go to authentication service. It is. Just surprising. I thought the shoes over 100 would go to authentication, not under 100. Huh. Maybe because including shipping and everything, it went over 100. That's interesting. I thought anything, because these were listed for $99.95, and it tells me to print out a label. It's gonna go to Las Vegas. eBay have two different hubs that they authenticate stuff, you know, from watches to shoes, and it's free. It's free to us sellers and the buyers. It goes to them first, they authenticate it, and then they ship it out to the customer, which is really good. All right, print. And if you guys are curious what printer I'm using, I've been using thermal printer forever. I love the thermal printers. The one that I use, it's from Rollo. And this particular unit, I'm not kidding you, it probably did, well, I do about 12,000 packages a year. I have this printer now for 5 years. So 60,000 labels printed, not a single problem. If you are a reseller, you gotta have thermal printer. And I'm not endorsing, I'm not sponsored, although we did talk once with Rollo. But yeah, very good product. Very good product. You know what? I'm gonna throw a little bubbly. We'll throw a bubbly on this one. Man, more Canadians, eh? Andre Agassi. He was a really good player. What do you guys think? He was a good player to watch playing tennis. All right, perfecto. You might be wondering, why am I putting this in a USPS box, but it's going actually FedEx to Las Vegas for authentication. Well, FedEx doesn't care. I can put it in any box. I just use a marker, cross off priority mail on it, and I put FedEx, just like this on it, so I don't screw up myself and accidentally take this box into the post office, and it goes in a different pile. All right, what do we have next? Next, we're gonna have, is this a poster? No, this is fantastic piece of history here. 1942, Chicago White Sox versus New York Yankees official scorecard program. This thing is almost 100 years old. You guys want to see that? Let me go find it. What? Reselling with Woody sounds like nightmare. Huh. So when I was in my teenage years, my nickname in high school was Woody. I had hair that looked like, you know, Woody Woodpecker, the cartoon. I'm sorry you feel that way. Sounds like nightmare. Okay, let me go find this product here. This is I2. So I2, you should be able to see me find this. I2 is right here. Cubs versus Pirates, White Sox scorecard. So this is it. Well, wait a minute. I got two of them. 1946 and 1942. Which one did I say? 1942, I think. Correct, 1942. Ready? Look at this. Sponsored by Coca-Cola on the bottom. Still in great condition. And it was never filled in. Look at all that advertisement on it. Pretty cool. Camel cigarettes. Wow. How much this one sold for? Let's see. So this one sold for $29.95 plus $6 shipping. So what I like to do, I do ship them in these envelopes, but to protect it a little bit from being damaged, I actually stick another cardboard inside to make it a little bit more resistant to being bent. So I will cut a piece like this. I will stick this program inside like so. And now I will put it in a sleeve, nice tight fit. Put a little tape on it. I like these envelopes for stuff like this because they have a quick release. When people get it, they can just open this up and they can easily get it out. But now it's more stiff with that little cardboard inside. And this is only 5 ounces. So, where's it going? New York or Chicago? Oak Park, Illinois. I figured, you know, I mean, White Sox against New York, it had to be those two towns, most likely. All right, 5 ounces. And this is $4.21. Like I said, guys, this was, I hope you're enjoying this. I figured since I didn't drop a video today, I go live with you and we'll just talk, and at the same time I'll do a little bit of shipping. I'm not trying to repeat myself. I guess I am, but I'm saving up a little bit of content that we are shooting for the time that I'm gonna be gone. So you guys have something to watch. All right, this one is ready. All right, let's answer a couple questions here. From Australia. Go live every day, somebody says. I wish it was that easy and I had time. I can't do that. I thought about it a few times, but it's just too much going on. Business is good. Yes, business is good. You know, like any business, there's always ups and downs. But in a little downturn economy, which I think we are, when people are a little bit tighter with their money because everything is expensive, you have an opportunity to buy a lot of stuff at good prices. But you gotta be able to withstand that buying. What I mean by that, you gotta have spare money when you purchase. You know you're gonna sit on this till the market turns around and you start selling again. So, can you guys confirm? Because it's buffering here. Can you guys hear me? Is it? Am I coming in good still? Where are you going? What? Can you guys see her? She's trying to get off. Get up there. Come on. Rube. Good girl. Come on. There you go. She was trying to get off of her thing. Are we good? Sound good? It's good. Perfect. Sound good. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Peter, talk about Win. What do you want me to say? Fantastic band. I got a lot of posters. I still have like 3,000 posters of Win that I need to unload. Cześć Peter. Oglądam cię od jakiegoś czasu z Krakowa. Well, welcome. A friend from my home country, from Krakow. Very nice. I appreciate that. What's the model of your printer? What's the model of the printer? Good question. You know what? I have a spare one here, which I never actually used. This is the spare one. Rollo model QR. So they look like this. Yep. Very simple. Now they make these wireless now, so if you want to get a wireless one, they're a little bit more money, but they're well worth it, I think. I don't use wireless because it's always here next to my printing station, so I don't need it, but all right, next item. What are we shipping? A snap-on tool. I love selling snap-on tools. They sell quick. You don't have to worry about getting any of that stuff damaged in shipping. Okay, drawer number 5. And if you want to see where drawer number 5 is, that would be right here. And this is a little snap-on socket. Oops. Sorry, I didn't mean to move you guys that fast. This is it. This little guy sold for how much? 30 bucks? No, this one sold for $24.95 with $6 shipping. A little guy like this. It's just a connector with the swivel on it. And I'm bubble wrapping. You're gonna say, why are you bubble wrapping this? Well, I just don't want to throw it in the poly envelope and it's bouncing around and it's gonna make a hole and it's gonna come out because this is what it's going in. And this is only 5 ounces. All right, where's it going? Going to California, of course. Not too bad, $4.55. And I've been shipping USPS Ground Advantage now for a while. Never have any problems, really. Never lost any packages. It comes with a tracking number, no issues. been pretty good. It's been pretty good. All right. Wow, now we got over 600 people. Cheaper. Cheaper what? Yeah, it is cheaper. Yeah, I don't have problem with shipping. I charge for shipping, never had any issues. There's very rarely few items, few categories that I will do free shipping on it. Stuff that it's extremely saturated, yeah, I will do free shipping. Or if I have big quantities, it's relatively cheap item that I have a lot of room on it, meaning a lot of profit margin on it. But 99% of the stuff I would say I am charging for shipping. All right, we sold the laptop. And this one actually, I think we had it in a shop for a while and I decided it's set too long. Yeah, we are not doing too good on this laptop for as profit. This one sold. You got to be careful with computers. They go down in value very quickly. This is a Dell, sold for $300 with $18 shipping. F2, excuse me. F2. And it has its own protective sleeve. Let's double check that it's the correct one. Yeah, Sparian. And the charger is in here. This might go in a medium. Might be too big. Yeah, that will not fit. All right, let's find a box. Well, I don't have a box for that size. We might have to Frankenstein here. Is this gonna fit? Yeah, that's fitting, okay. So we'll do a little Frankenstein here. Are you guys criticizing my shipping yet? I think the videos that people make with shipping are the most criticized videos, period. There's so many different ways of doing shipping. And if somebody sees you and you're not doing their way, they're like, oh my God, he did this. Oh my God, he did that. Why did you use that tape or this box or this and that? Funny. The most important thing is just protect it right. So it gets there in one place. Now this one already has like this protective sleeve. I'm still gonna throw some bubble wrap on it. All right. And then we gotta cap it. You guys enjoying this? I hope you are. I know it's a little weird, right? Shipping with Pete. How long we been going? Almost an hour now. Wow. Okay. I hope I'm not boring you guys too much here. Look at that nice cap. How about that? Look at that box. Looks perfect now. Uh-oh, it's sticking out on this side. Let's take the cap off. There we go. Much better. And I do use 3-inch tape. And I love it. The best thing I ever did, I switched to 3-inch tape probably about, I don't know, 10 years ago. Fantastic. All right. So this one is 8 pounds and 5 ounces. Here's a question for you guys. I know we have a little delay on the video, but this one is going to California, Winchester, California. What do you think a package of 8 pounds and 5 ounces going to California from Chicagoland area would cost? Come on. Give me those numbers. I want to hear it. Somebody says $14.67, $8.50, $30, $12, $7.23, $15.99, $45, $15, $19, $21. Good guesses. All right, let's put this in. Let's see what's gonna happen. So this one is 8 pounds, 5 ounces, and the dimensions on a box. And I lost my tape measure. Ooh, what happened? That's not good. Yeah, Ruby, we lost it. Yeah, I was cutting a tube over there, and I used it for a tube the other day. All right, 18 by 12 by 4. 18 by 12 by 4. All right, USPS priority mail is $20.94. But if we go to the USPS Ground Advantage, it drops to $11.57. Then we have UPS Ground at $17 and FedEx Home Delivery at $20. What do you think I'm gonna choose and what you should do in a situation like this? I think pretty obvious, go with the Ground Advantage, but then I can't ship it in a priority box. I gotta cover it and put it in a poly bag because you can't ship it that way. You're representing priority mail and you're shipping ground USPS, so you can't do that. But it's efficient, it's half price. But I want the insurance with this, and with priority mail, I'm getting actually $100 automatically. So is the UPS Ground. So UPS Ground is a little bit cheaper, and I'm gonna choose that route. Although the buyer chose priority mail, it is $20. I did charge $17.95. So I will lose a couple dollars, but I think I'm gonna make the buyer happy, and I don't have to do anything. It is priority box. I'm choosing priority. On an item that it's $300. Roof, we know you're here. Okay, we know you're here. What are you doing? You're spilling all your food. Where do you wanna go? On an item that it's $300, couple dollars this way or that way really makes not a huge difference. All right, so, but a lot of good guesses. I thought it was gonna be right around $20. What would you guys do? You should probably wait before pricing it. What do you mean? No, because I hate doing calculated shipping for people, because sometimes if this wasn't a flat rate like I did $17.99, if you plug those numbers in and you put it as a calculated shipping, eBay will spit out some crazy number of like $30 because it's going to California and people will not spend that kind of money on shipping. So no, I don't do calculated shipping. But then again, we can have a debate about that. But it's I've been doing stuff like this for years and it works very well for me. Okay, let's see, next item. Vince part spam. Yeah, if there's few of you here that are moderators, if you can help me out and just keep an eye on the chat, there's some goofy stuff here and there, but not a big deal. Is your name Craig? No, it's not. My name is Pete. The name of the channel is Craigslist Hunter. Why? Because I used to buy 99% of my stuff off Craigslist and I sold on Craigslist. That's why the channel became what it is, you know, back in the day. But I never changed the name because I thought it was cool. Pete the Repeat. Yep. Couple questions here. Where's Vic? Vicky left a while ago. It's been now year and a half probably. It was time for us to switch it up. Nothing against Vic. Love her to that. Fantastic lady. We've been together for a very long time, but it was a strictly business decision, guys. It was time to separate, and that's all I got to say. She's doing well. So that's it on that subject. Be careful, Ruby will poop on you. Yes, she will, but hey, what are you gonna do? You know, I love these animals. Chris from England. How are you, sir? Cheers. It's already, what time is in England? Like 8 p.m.? All right, let's find this product here. I sold this Bosch self-leveling laser. Good money. These lasers from Bosch will sell for excellent money. $279.95 with $25 shipping. Why are you flapping at me? Huh? Okay, where is it? F3. F3. All right, we gotta remove this. I actually cut this for a little bit. This is it. Come on, get down. Yeah, really, I want you to get down. Come on. Good girl. So this is a laser from Bosch, and Bosch makes actually very good quality lasers. Comes in a bag like this, 2 batteries, a leveling kit. So this is nice little combo charging system for it. And this is a little bit bigger piece. This one is almost 10 pounds. So with the box, it will be over 10 pounds. Let me find the box really quick here. Are you White Sox or Cubs fan? I actually, if I would have to choose, I'm a Cubbies guy, but I'm just not a fan of baseball, period. I'm not really into it that much. I love football and basketball. And of course, I follow a lot of soccer as well, being that I'm a Polak, you know. So I played soccer when I was a young kid throughout the school. Love that sport. So, and now I can't walk because of it. My feet are killing me. Too much soccer. All right, let me find the box for this. So off camera, you guys don't see it, but I have, well, I can show you. I have an area there about 20 feet this way that I keep all my boxes, all kinds of boxes. So I need a lot of different size boxes because I sell all kinds of stuff. From something like this to little tiny things, huge items that require really big boxes. All right, this one is ready to go. This one now with the box is 11 pounds. And let's see where it's going. Where is it going? New York, Freeport, New York. All right, 11 pounds. Yeah, 11 pounds. And the dimensions are 25 by 13 by 5. And this package will cost us, UPS ground is $15.89. And FedEx home delivery is $13.35. And USPS ground is actually the most money in this case, $17. So we're gonna go with FedEx home delivery, $13.35. Perfect. All right. Let's see. Got it. Cheap ground. Some conversation about the business. Yeah, when I run a business, I gotta stay on top of business. And if you guys are curious how much are in here in the shop running the business, technically I'm running pretty much all the time 3 businesses. So the shop is the main one and takes most of my time. So I spend a lot of time here in the shop. But then of course, you know, the YouTube itself, it's another beast that you have to stay on top of it. So I consider that another part of the business. And now they both go together, right? One doesn't exist without another. So you got to spend quite a bit of time to make sure things are running smooth on the YouTube side. And then I also run my real estate side, which it's more like a part-time thing, but I always have something brewing. Either I'm buying and flipping or buying, you know, this property and trying to redo it, and maybe it might be a long-term investment, or it might be, you know, like we are doing the property now in Door County, turning that barn into the house. That's obviously investment, but that takes time too. You got to coordinate everything. You got to make sure things are running the way they should, you know. So yeah, I'm busy. I'm busy all the time. How much I work, I don't know. I don't count the hours. I enjoy what I do. But if I would have to say, I don't know, 70, 80 hours a week. I'm here talking to you guys, packing packages. It's Sunday. I could be laying on a couch, right? You got to put in the time. You run a business, it's not that simple. You got to put in the time. Adrian is living the dream. Yeah, Adrian is on the other side of the world, sailing, enjoying himself. All right, this is a cool sale here. I bought recently. I'm selling a lot of these. These are vintage model cars. These are little cars that little models that you put together by yourself. They're plastic. They're from 60s, 70s, and 80s, a little bit of 90s. I bought 500 of these of one of my favorite pickers out there, Chris, the Polish picker. He finds amazing stuff, and he's bringing me more of these. So let me find this one. And the price on these will vary depending on a model, depending how old, is it sealed or not. I have probably about 60-70% of these sealed. So this one is at U4, and I'll take you with me. You'll see. Actually, I can flip the camera here. Let's see. Okay, let's flip it. So look at all this shelf. Oh, what happened? This shelf is all covered with model cars. That shelf up there is all model cars. Model cars everywhere. All these bins on top here have model cars in them. So let's find the one we are looking for. Sorry I'm moving so fast on you guys. We are looking for this guy. Made by Revel, LA Sheriff's Bronco. All right. And this one was, what shelf was it on? It's on U4. So, U4, and we are looking for Sheriff's Bronco right there. Look at that. See this guy? Now, it is completely sealed in fantastic condition, but it does have a little tear on plastic right here. But it's sealed. So that one is from what year? That's probably 70s or early 80s. There should be a date on it. Oops, I almost dropped it. Hold on, let me put you guys back here. I can't do this with one hand, it's hard. All right. Uh-oh, what happened? I don't see any comments. Are you guys still here? Are you still with me? Are you guys still with me? What happened? Looks 80s, correct. You are absolutely correct, right on the spot, 1980. Yep, so, and since I bought all these cars from Chris, I bought these special boxes for him, but I think that one particular one might be a little bit bigger. I order these boxes 10 by 7 by 5, but I think this one is a little bit wider. Yeah, this one is like a ½ inch wider, because most of these are like perfect fit. They're like perfect, ideal fit with a little bit bubble wrap around them, and never had a problem shipping in like perfect fit boxes. But that one I'm gonna have to find a little bit bigger one. All right. We'll throw a little bubbly on it. And if you are curious what this one sold for, I think I said it already. $100. Good flip. Plus $12 shipping. Plus $12 shipping. Oh, we sold, just popped on my screen, we sold another pair of Air Jordans for $250. That's nice. Look at that perfect fit, huh? Doesn't get any better. Doesn't get any better. I know I'm not gonna get to all of your questions, guys. I'm sorry. Let me move that out of the way. But the ones that I will catch, I will gladly answer. All right, so this one is 1.3 ounces. Where is this one going? Let's see. Well, it's a LA Sheriff Bronco. Isn't that the same one that was chasing, what was his name? O.J. Simpson running in the Bronco? Wasn't that the same time? All right, actually, this one is going international. And Ruby, come on. Yeah, I know you're here. I know you're here. Yeah, you are excited. I know you're here. This one is going to Glendale Heights, Illinois. So this one is great for me because the Global Shipping Program Distribution Center is literally half an hour from here. So, all right. 10 by 7 by 5, 1.4 ounces. And priority mail on this one is $6.68. OJ was the best, what? Oh, I missed that comment. And if some of you are curious, I've been in US since 1984, and this year, just in couple months, it will be 40 years from me in this amazing country, the USA. Love it. So basically, I live most of my life here, you know. I'm I'm 54 now, so. Just reported. What happened? Postcard thing still going? Of course, I love the postcards, guys. Keep sending them in. We are on number postcard 700 right now, and I have hundreds of them already that are ready to be filmed too. But keep bringing them in. Hopefully, if everything goes on schedule, the cabin should be ready kind of midsummer. That's what I'm shooting. All the contractors, and I know some of them watching, but all the contractors have a date of 4th of July. That's what I'm shooting for. Is it gonna happen? I don't know. We'll see. But that would be so nice if we can get it done midsummer so we can still enjoy it this year. And one of you guys will be lucky enough to win a week stay there. Beautiful place. You're gonna love Door County. If you've never been to Door County, you're gonna love it. Well, thanks for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Guys, you don't have to do that. If I missed some super chats here because I'm not paying attention to the chat all the time, I thank you so much. I appreciate it. What is that one? Love the channel, Pete. I would love to see what customers buy in the shop also, not just primarily what you, sell to you. So this is a hard one. And I get this question quite often. You guys ask, how come you don't show? You only show stuff that comes into your shop, that you negotiate with the customers, right? But I think that's the most interesting stuff. Would you want to see if I got 5 of these laying on a shelf and they're all priced for $25 and somebody grabs one, brings it to the register, pays me 25 bucks and leaves? Is that exciting? Yeah, here and there they will also negotiate. I'll have 25 bucks on it. They'll say, would you take 20? I say yes, they're out the door. So I don't think the selling part is exciting for the viewer. Most of the transactions are very simple. Somebody picks something up, they come to the register, done deal, out the door. So that's why I only concentrate on showing the interactions from me negotiating and buying things. I think that's what's interesting. But thank you so much for that question. Very good question. And thank you for the super chat. I really, really appreciate it. Okay, more fishing videos from Stony Point. Yeah, so I just put my boat for sale. I'm set to see that thing go, but for the waters that I'm gonna be at, I need a bigger boat. That boat is not deep enough, not recreational enough. I need a boat that I can do some fishing in a rougher, bigger water. So time for an upgrade. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna get, but Pete, where from Poland are you? I'm from Wrocław. Beautiful town, Wrocław. Well, I'm from Warsaw. I was born and raised there, and I left when I was 13 years old. But I love it. I love my home country every time I go. Amazing people. All right, so one more here. What do we got? This is a good sell. This is extremely good flip. This sold in one day. Me and Nick were talking about this yesterday. He just listed this item. And it sold for $549.95 with $40 shipping. What do you think this is? Okay, N4. Let me locate this. Rope, I gotta move you. Da, 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 da. What do you guys think this is? What do you think this is? What do you think this is? Kevin, thank you so much. You don't have to do that. I appreciate it. I will read your comment in a minute. What do you think this is? Accordion, human head. Come on. Typewriter, close. Record player, typewriter. No, you have a good idea, guys. Accordion, no. Typewriter. Movie projector, no. Film projector, no. Accordion. Sewing machine, bingo. Yeah, we agree. Yeah, okay. You don't have to do that. You're gonna give me a heart attack. You know what? So many years with Ruby, and every time she does that, when you're right next to her, it makes you jump, no matter what. It's just that scream, and I'm sure it comes off big through through the microphone here too. But boy, when you are right next to her, it makes you jump. All right, so this is a vintage 1953 Singer featherweight model 221 with some accessories. Beautiful piece. Now he's got it nicely packed here already, so I'm not gonna take it out. I'm gonna put actually more protective stuff inside. But if you guys can see it on the angle, this thing was in mint condition. Comes with a pedal. Everything is functional. The only thing that was missing, the little light bulb that goes in there. The light bulb was cracked, and we just actually threw it out, sold it without light bulb. But this sold overnight. I did pay up for it. I think I paid, let me see what I paid for it. Either 200 bucks, 225, 225. So quick double of the money here. Somebody's gonna truly enjoy this. And we'll make it, we'll stick some stuff, even though that it's pretty well protected in here in this case, to prevent any rattling from different things. There are also in this box the accessories. We'll fill it up with some stuff, so nothing moves around. Yep. All right, that should do the trick. Yeah, that's pretty tight now. Yeah, that should be really good. All right, now time to find a box for this. I'm sorry that I'm boring all of you, all of 700 of you here with my shipping, but I think this is fun actually. I haven't done anything like this in a long time, so I'm gonna need another water. Okay, here, hold on. From Ninja Megan from Netherlands. Love your videos. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you, John. Thank you so much. All right, let me go back here. Okay, this stopped for me. What happened? What happened? What am I doing wrong here? All right, got it. Kevin, Pete, do you take anime-related products, figures of books, manga? I got a box full of that stuff. To be honest with you, no. No, because I just don't know enough about that subject at all. So I'm gonna say no. But thank you for the super chat, Kevin. I appreciate it. All right, let's find the box for this. All right, we have a heavy duty box here. Look at that. Plenty of room. Actually, I'm gonna take it out. We'll put something underneath. Nothing like shipping with Craigslist Hunter, huh? All right, that looks good. Now, about a year ago, I purchased a machine that makes these bubbles. And, or not bubbles, whatever you call them, air air cushions. And recently I had a rep come in here from Uline that I buy all the boxes. And he gave me an incredible deal on a lot of different sizes of these. So I just ordered those. I'm excited because I like to use the smaller ones too. Like little guys like that, you know. Not only the big stuff. And I bought this off the guy, this machine then. And the company that made the plastics for that machine went out of business. So I was very happy that he was able to match the Uline product to that machine. Those machines that make these, they're not cheap. They're like $1,200, $2,000, depending on a machine. So this is pretty heavy. I wonder where it's going, how much it's gonna cost. We gotta cover some of the stuff that it's on it. Yeah, there's a lot of good brands out there who make the bubbles. All right, we got an old label here that we need to cover it. There's one more on this side. All right, we still need to tape. We'll tape the back. That's why I love the 3-inch tape, because when you're doing the corners on the boxes, you can cover both sides really well. All right, and this one is, ladies and gentlemen, 21 pounds and 11 ounces, pretty heavy box. So 14 by 14 by 17. Correct, Trading Post is not a pawn shop. We just buy, sell, and trade. I don't do any loans. All right, so this one is going, where is it going? Let's see. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to Pennsylvania. 2111 is the weight. 2111, 14, 14, and 17 are the dimensions. And most likely this is gonna go probably, I got a feeling UPS ground. Let's see. So UPS ground price is 18 bucks. FedEx home delivery, oh, not bad, $14.59, and then USPS ground advantage, $24. So we are definitely going with FedEx home delivery. $14.59 on that one. That worked out pretty good. You know, that's pretty close. Pennsylvania is not that far away from me, so it would have been double that if it went to California. All right, we're getting close, guys. We are getting close. All right. Let's see. How do you decide what goes on eBay and what goes in the front of the store? Good question. So if I have multiples already of something in a store, obviously it's gonna go on eBay. If somebody, you know, brings me a tripod that I already have in a store, I'm gonna put it on eBay. If it's an item that requires lots of eyeballs, unique, unusual, that I can get more money on eBay, definitely goes on eBay. Because even though there might be very, very cool item, it might take me forever to sell it in a shop because I get only so much traffic, right? But when you stick it online, you put it on eBay, you get millions of eyeballs on it. And That's where this channel comes in too. I can promote it, right? I can send people to it. They see it on a video. A lot of people don't realize this is extremely good marketing tool for me doing these videos. Everything that I pretty much show on the video sells very quickly because you guys are watching, spreading the videos, you know. So if it's a big item, heavy, that it's not worth my time dealing with it, then I'll strictly keep it in the shop, you know. But the way it usually works is supply and demand. If I already have quite a few of the same kind of product in a shop, it's definitely gonna go on eBay. So as far as the sales go, it used to be 50-50, now it's more eBay. I do about 65% of sales on eBay and about 35% in the shop. So hope that answers your questions. Whoa, some massive, guys, I told you, you don't have to do these super chats. I mean, I appreciate it, but you don't. Joe, hey Peter, wanted to say thank you for the hours of entertainment. Love from Wyoming, can't wait to visit the shop someday. Well, Joe, thank you so much. Like I said, you don't have to do it. Thank you guys, everyone, for watching. I really, truly appreciate it. We have a lot of fun doing these videos, sharing all the stuff that comes into the shop, the characters. My guys love doing this too. So that means a lot, you know, that all that support from you guys. I mean, come on, I'm packing here boxes and there's over 700 of you watching. That means a lot. A crazy dude from Poland is shipping boxes in Illinois. It just blows my mind. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Wow. All right, we got another model that we sold. This one is 1969 Dodge Charger, also from Revell. This one is a little bit cheaper, sold for $27.95 with $10 shipping. Let's find these. U3. Where are you? There you are. 1969 Dodge Charger, still sealed, great condition. A lot of these models that I picked up, he bought it off a collector who was collecting for years, and just he would buy one, put it on a shelf, and that's it. So these are all in excellent condition, and that's what people want. What year this is? This is 1998, so late 90s. The newer they are, they don't bring as much money. The older they are, they're harder to find, still sealed. So that's why they bring good money, like the last one that sold for $100. But I already have a box ready. We will throw a little bubbly on it. I used to buy those. Yeah, a lot of people like these, you know. A lot of people like these and collect these. All right, perfect fit. Yeah, it's important when you're dealing with collectors and you're selling stuff like this. If you just have one or something, yeah, you can Frankenstein the box, or you can do. But if you have a lot of these and you're selling them to collectors and they want these boxes to be in mint condition, getting the proper box that fits perfectly and it gets to them in a good condition makes all the difference. People really appreciate that, you know. So all right, 1 pound and 3 ounces. 10.75. This one is going just across the border to Indiana. $6 to ship it. $6 to ship it, not too bad. I think it started raining outside. or is it snowing? I can hear. The weather has been pretty crappy last few days here in Chicagoland area. It was so nice. We had an early spring, and the last few days it's been only like in 30s. I think today was like 42 degrees. All right, let's see. Hi from Australia. Wow. You're really from the other side of the world. Favorite Polish food? What's your favorite Polish food? Good question. So I don't eat that much Polish food. I mean, I love pierogies with meat, potatoes. Love that. What else? What else? I like gołąbkis. They're like a stuffed cabbage. I mean, there's so many different meals. I like Hunter stew. There's a lot of good food, but I feel like a lot of Polish food is very similar also to like a German. So very fatty, lots of potatoes, lots of sauces, not particularly healthy stuff. Not particularly healthy. Love seeing Ruby. Yeah, she's kielbasa. Do you eat kielbasa? Yeah, I like kielbasa. I like kielbasa from a fire, right? When I go out, you know, up north and we have a nice bonfire and stuff, or even bonfire at my place in the house, we do it a couple times a year. Man, that kielbasa, you put it right on a stick, and the taste from the, oh man, it's so good. Yeah, right? It's so good. It's so good. Hello from Scotland. Well, hello there. Hello from India. My gosh, Sweden. My gosh, people are from all over. This is crazy. This is mind-blowing. People watch this channel from all over the world. It's just, can you imagine this like 15, 20 years ago? That was impossible. Now you can be your own production company, talk about the things that you like, and people watch you all over the world. It's just incredible. Hello from Crystal Lake. Well, you are in my hometown here. All right, what's next? What do we got? We got 90 Ruby. No interruptions. Come on. You want to go? You want to go in your cage for a little bit? Maybe you're hungry. You want different food? I'll be right back, guys. You want a water? That's what you want. Sorry guys, but that's how she is. When she starts like squawking nonstop, that means she wants something. And I didn't have a cup for water here. She wanted water. She's in a cage now drinking. Okay, so what do we have here? 1988 Cadillac DeVille Fleetwood Service Manual. Sold for whopping $15 with $5 shipping. And that's RF. You know, some of the manuals are not big money, but they don't take much room and they sell good. And you don't have to worry about shipping, that something's gonna get damaged. But I'm actually surprised people still buy this. So this is the manual. Pretty big book with all the information on it. I would think you can get all this info on a computer online now. But I guess if you have a 1988 Cadillac, you're the guy. Or the girl. Yeah. I don't think that's gonna fit. This one might be too big in my... I have these special boxes that I use for books. This one might be a little bit too big. So I have these boxes that I can adjust to however size I want, up to 2 inches. Oh, look at that. That one fits perfect. So it goes like this, then like this. Then both of these sides go like this. And it's done. That's simple. Love it. And of course, this being a book, this is gonna go media mail. And it's heavy though, 4 pounds. 4 pounds. Where's your catalog? Your catalog. Oh, this is going international. Wow. All right. 2. So it's funny. The media mail for this book, just going to Glendale Heights, Illinois, which is literally half an hour from here, is $7. But if I ship it USPS Ground Advantage, it's only $5.50. Go figure. And you know, it's supposed to be cheaper doing the media mail, and in this case it's not. So we are selecting $5.52. $5.52. Okay. That's gonna be expensive. All right, we got a last package, I think, or the Nikes that sold for good money. Let's see which Nikes. Thank you for all the hearts, guys. I appreciate it. I keep seeing the hearts popping up. That's pretty cool. That's a new feature that they did. What happened to Adrian? Adrian is living a dream. Adrian is in Bali, on the other side of the world, in Indonesia. He might be visiting this year. I don't know exactly when, but definitely, I'm sure he'll definitely stop by. All right, so let's see this last pair. Air Jordans 2 Retro Dark. And these were new, actually. Where are these? K1. K1. Of course, they're gonna be all the way on the bottom. Size 12. Look how cool they are. Is that nice or what? Beautiful shoe. And like I said, I think this one sold for what, 200? This one sold for 250. 250, and of course they're gonna go to authentication too. I'll be verified before they go out actually to the customer. Put a couple bubblies here. This is a big box from, these are big size shoe, number 12, so look at that. This is way too big of a box, but we're gonna make it smaller quickly. No reason to pay for that empty air, right? Don't you hate that? You get a box from like Amazon with 1 little tiny thing and 12 big air bubbles in there, and the box is 20 times too big and it just bouncing around and everything. Crazy. I don't know why they do that. I don't get it. But I guess I don't work in that shipping department. So boom, 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 boom. and now it's perfect size. Well, thank you guys for shipping with me. For how long? We've been here for 100 minutes. Almost 2 hours of shipping packages with Craigslist Hunter Pete. How about that? How much boring can it get? All right, what do you think this one is going to? Who bought this? Who's got the money for this? So this is 4 pounds and 4 ounces. I mean, some of these guys will spend, you know, $400, $500, $600 on these shoes. It's insane. But, you know, as a reseller, you are like, yes, but who's actually spending that kind of money? Okay, so this one is going for authentication to New Jersey. And the person who bought it is actually from New York. So in a way, it takes a little bit longer for the customer to get these shoes when they go through the authentication through eBay, right? Because first they got to go there. They got to be right on it so it doesn't sit there too long. They verify it. They put it in the mail again and they ship it out. That's why they have East Coast and West Coast authentications. So, you know, if it's somebody buy it from New York like this gentleman did, and it goes to New Jersey for verification, so it's a quick turnaround, but still a couple extra days for the customer. But at least if you're spending that kind of money, let's say somebody bought, you know, $1,000 shoes, you kind of want them to go through that authentication because there's so many fakes out there. It's crazy. I get them here in the shop all the time. All the time. I just had jerseys the other day. They were gonna be on a video actually. I don't think the guy had any clue or idea that they were fakes, but whoa boy, that they were horrible Reebok Blackhawks jerseys, just horrible. Everything about them was fake. Okay, I think that concludes our shipping. Yes, we are done. So that was 11 orders on eBay, a few orders on District. I could watch you every Sunday, really? My gosh, maybe I should do this. Maybe I should stream every Sunday because it's nice and quiet here, right? The shop is closed. The shop is closed. I don't have to worry about being bothered all the time, either by my guys or customers, you know, so not a bad idea. Maybe I should make this a thing, you know. Stockton, California, I love your show. Not bad idea, Pete. Yeah. Question, Craigslist Hunter. Why do you not search the word point when people bring the items in only your shop? No, I mean, I could. I try to show them quickly variety of items. If they bring something, it's so easy to show to people on eBay the solds, right? And then they have a really, really good idea. I also have a, you know, I could search also. A lot of times I say, oh, I don't know what they paid. They took a best offer because it's crossed off. I know there's services out there that you can go and actually find out. But, you know, I don't want to be sitting there for hours doing this stuff. You know, a lot of times people bring a lot of things. You have to go through this stuff relatively quickly, make a quick decision when you're buying things, you know, so. Where's Miss Robinson? Not Miss Robinson, Miss Walters. We'll go to the front for a second. I'm trying to read some of the comments here, guys. Sorry, I got you here sideways. Let me put you here. Let me put you here. Okay. Okay. Do you buy vintage beta VCRs? Yes, I do. The Sony are the best. They're both anchors. They're super heavy, but they bring good money. Greeting from Serbia. Wow, Quebec. Biggest regret selling items. Biggest regret selling item. Like meaning like that I wish I never sold it? I don't know. I mean, I'm into vintage electronics, right? So if 60s, 70s stuff comes in, sometimes I would like to keep it, but I just can't. I have a huge collection at home, and recently I've been trying to liquidate that too. It's just, you know, it's just sitting collecting dust. And I know us as a resellers, we love collectors because that's what makes us run the business good. You know, the more collectors are out there, the better it is for resellers. But I don't think I regret anything. I can't think like that. I run a resale business, so stuff comes in, it's got to get priced, and it's got to sell. This is a business, you know? Dzień dobry, pozdrawiam z Bensonville. Pozdrawiam. How do you get started in this business? So it depends how big you want to be and what do you want to achieve. Do you just want to work for yourself and you're just going to be a reseller? Or you want to do it on a bigger scale like I do and have, you know, big shop and employees and deal with general public. So it's not hard to start this. You can start it slow. It doesn't take a lot of capital. If you want to take slow, you know, you can spend as little as few dollars going to garage sales or flea markets or thrift stores and pick up stuff. And, you know, you buy it for $3 and you sell it for $30. It takes time, takes a little bit of momentum, takes a little bit of knowledge. Nothing happens overnight. And then if you want to grow it big, you can grow it big. You know, first do it a little bit part-time. A couple years go by, you get enough items. You want to go bigger, you open up a shop. You get a warehouse, you get employees. You can, the sky is no limit, you know. And if you just want to do it, you know, part-time, you can do it too, just to supplement some, you know, income. There's a lot of ways of doing this business. Like they say, there's lots of ways to skin a cat, right? So, but it's a good business. Reselling business, it's a good business. It's never going away, period. People like deals. People look for stuff. And that's when, as a reseller, that's when you come in. You providing a service. They want to find that vintage car and you found it and they are paying for your time. As simple as that. And it's supply and demand. If there's a lot of them out there, don't look for that item. Look for the stuff that it's, you know, yeah. Better title, Dale. Okay, I don't know what you guys talking about here, but the videos of Goodwill shopping were cool. Yeah, and the Goodwill, you know, I mean, there's still money to be made at thrift stores. But don't get me wrong, these guys caught up too. They're in the business of making money as well. So they are pricing things up. They know the game. They know the game. That's pretty cool. So if you guys see in the comments here, to ja, twój kamerzysta, editor video, miłej niedzieli. Freddy Cougar, he's my video camera guy and editor. He's here in the chat and he's talking to me in Polish. That's pretty cool, Carlos. I love it. Thank you, man. That's pretty cool. Yeah, guys, see Freddy Cougar. Hit on that channel. Go to him. He is big into doing gaming on his channel. And he gets into it big. If you are into Fortnite, some of his videos are amazing. Go and show some love and give him a sub. Freddy Cougar. Exchange for good service, love it. Good translate. Yeah, that was a pretty good translate, right? Freddy Cougar without the R, correct. Hello from London. All right, let's go see. I'm gonna watch you guys now here. I'm gonna switch this and we're gonna go say hello. If it's too shaky, just let me know. We're gonna go say hello to, ooh, look who's looking at us. Say hello to Miss Walters. Hello, Miss Walters. How are you? What you doing? What you doing, girl? It's nice and dark in here in the shop. Nice and quiet. Honey is following us. Yeah? Yeah, you following? What you doing, Miss Walters? Say hi to everybody. Say hi. Hi. So she's scared of the camera, okay? So that's why she's flopping. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry, girl. What? She makes all kinds of sound. This bird is amazing. Yeah, I'm sorry. Hi, baby. Hi. Hi. Hi, girl. Come on, step up. Step up. It's just a camera. Don't be scared. See? Don't be scared. Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, okay. She's scared, so I'm going to put her back here. Her vocabulary is absolutely amazing, you know? She makes all kinds of sound. Sometimes I think I'm in a Star Wars movie. All the R2D2 sounds and things that she makes. Yes, she's an African Grey. She's about 17 years old. She's a beauty. She's a beauty. All right, what do you guys want to see? Shop is closed, so there's no lights in here at the moment, but I think it's still bright enough. We can walk around quickly. Teach her how to curse. No, come on. I've been trying to teach her, though, to say like $5 or a scammer. That would be so cool, right? If she could say scammer, scammer. Good story. Okay, these comments are going so quick. Hold on, hold on. Good day from Cleveland, Ohio. Nice. I was just there a couple weeks ago. Rare video games. I don't think I have a whole lot of rare video games at the moment. And the case is kind of closed. I mean, dark, so I don't think you're going to see a whole lot here. Here, let me pop the light on. This is as far as the games, what we got right now. It's actually pretty light in this case. But if you guys spot something, you can message. There's few Pokemon cards in here. Not a huge selection. And actually this cabinet with the retro systems, it's pretty weak too. Not much stuff in there. Favorite items in a shop? Let's see. So I really like, you guys can see up there. Everybody thinks this is a Bobcat, but this is a Lynx. This was on a video a few months ago. I really like stuff like this. It's pretty cool. They're not easy to sell. It takes a special buyer. You know, there's a lot of people that don't like taxidermy. You guys will see in some of the coming up episodes this rabbit. This is gonna be a hunting rabbit. He's gonna be hunting us throughout the episodes. It's kind of creepy looking. This is gonna be in the next episode. Extremely cool item. Absolutely love it. Right now it's not for sale, just for show in a shop. But this was fantastic buy. The phonograph. I think everybody's gonna enjoy this coming up episode. I think that's dropping on Wednesday. This is all the Metallica stuff that we are still selling here. There's a whole case dedicated to, sorry, there's a glare. Hard to show you this. There's a glare coming. All the Metallica stuff in this case. We'll just walk through here really quickly. Can you guys see it okay? The lights are not on. I don't want to put the lights on because if I put the lights on, the open sign comes up front, and obviously it's Sunday, we're closed, so I don't want to do that. That way people are not pulling up here and thinking that the shop is open, you know? Now this front section, we do have a lot of tools in this front section. And the way the shop is set up, because this stuff, we need to keep an eye on it. There's a lot of smaller pieces and things like that. So they tend to, you know, disappear. I would prefer this front part of the shop to be like a vintage and antique, but I can't put that stuff in a back room because it's gonna disappear. So these are all tools here. There's some other stuff in between, but I don't know what's up with this guy. Why is he hanging like this here? Somebody thinks it's funny. Little dinosaur. Okay. Yeah. What you say? What you saying, Miss Walters? She makes weird sounds. Yeah, she just gave us kisses. Did you hear that? Yeah, kisses. It's a raptor. All right, this is the music room. Iron Maiden t-shirts here. They're not vintage, by the way. They are double stitched. They are repops. This was a cool poster that I picked up recently from the Soundgarden. Pretty cool. Any F1 merchandise? Formula One at the moment, I don't think I have anything. I don't. And this is the area that I keep all the stuff that you guys send me. There's already another cabinet that I started because I just don't have room for everything here. But all the little things, little trinkets that you guys send, they go in this little display case. And then there's like a signing book. When people come in, they can sign in, grab a free sticker and things like that. This is our break room. Actually, I'm gonna grab a water. You're getting a tour now that you most likely will never see on most videos. Here, hold on. Let me open that water here. I gotta tighten this up a little bit here because it got loose. Sorry guys if it's shaking a little bit. I apologize for that because I'm walking with this big tripod in my hand. Where's Otto? Guys, Otto sold. So when we started using Otto to ask for a like or a comment, few people right away reached out and they wanted to purchase him, and I did sell it, and Otto went to, I believe, New York. So Otto now exists only in videos. He's no longer in the shop. And of course, this is a display of all the LPs that we have here and different equipment of electronics. I still have these speakers. I have them now for almost a year and a half, 2 years. They're Altec Lansing. They're humongous. They've been rephoned back in 2006. And I can't find a buyer. It takes a special buyer to put this kind of speaker in their house, but they're amazing. They will rattle your house. The windows are shaking. And lately, cassettes picked up and they're selling really good. And so are CDs. CDs, I stopped buying CDs probably, many years ago, and then recently we started again because people were asking again for CDs. So I think there's something to CDs again. People are into them. And of course, this is the vintage room. You probably saw this on a recent video. I want to attach a fireman helmet to this and an axe to make it pop. Come on, guys. Need a like. Give me that like. I know Otto is not here. I'm gonna be here. So, how do I say it in that video? Hello, guys. This is Otto. Can you give me a thumbs up? I would really, really appreciate it. That's actually my voice on that clip. Now I gotta have a drink. Hurts my throat when I talk like that. Oh, we should never mod our US flag. Well, I mean, the flag is representing firefighters from different fire departments. So I don't think it's like mugging or doing anything bad. If anything, embracing, you know, the firefighters and American flag. And Honey is roaming in between the stuff here. This is the area now where Ruby is in her cage. That's her perch that she sits on. I got signs everywhere, don't touch, because I bite. A lot of new Nikes we put out again. Last week we did the whole change up of all the cabinets for Nike shoes, and these are all brand new pairs in there. From vintage retro stuff to newer stuff. But all the sports stuff does sell very well overall, meaning like the jerseys, the signed pictures, autograph stuff. The Nike shoes lately are not selling as good. Obviously, you saw me pack a couple of them on eBay, and that's what I'm doing. I'm moving the ones that are here, been here for a little bit, into eBay and putting the fresh ones out. Because in my area, it seems that market flopped a little bit right now, or at least people don't have that kind of money in my area to spend, you know, $200, $300, $400 on shoes. I put out some cheaper ones that I lately bought, new ones, you know, stuff that will sell more for like 50, 60, 70, 80 bucks. And those are actually moving, but the more expensive stuff that you see there is not going. Of course, there's a lot of different t-shirts we got always now from Craigslist Hunter for sale. This is a cool item that I picked up recently. An old hydrant with still a piece of cement that it's attached to the bottom. Isn't that crazy? Look at that. So Corey, I think this one is from New York, he told me. Chicago ones look a little bit different. And both of these chairs, this is the old United Center chair from the bleachers, and this is old Comiskey, White Sox Comiskey Park, a green one, so pretty cool. That's the phone booth that it's been here now for a minute. I love that thing. Lots of people are going in there every day and taking photos in it. So, all right, guys, I think it's been over 2 hours now. I think I'm gonna head out. It's been fun hanging out with you guys. I might make this a thing, meaning, hold on. I'm gonna flip the camera here so I can actually see the comments. Sorry. So I might, this is kind of cool. We did this on Sunday for 2 hours as I'm packing. The animals are roaming around. Maybe I do this more often. It's fun to interact with you guys. And I appreciate all of you mods that were in here helping with the chat. Thank you so much. Really cool of you guys stopping by. Thank you for all the super chat. You don't have to do them. Love you guys. Appreciate you. Thanks for all the great comments. And thanks for watching, guys. Next video, I think, is dropping on Wednesday. Take care. Cheers.